Hi, my name is Eli Raymer. I'm a junior.
Aiden Diani, and I'm in 11th grade.
My name is Taylor Fuchs and I'm a junior.
Hi, my name is Maxi Liker and I'm in 11th grade.
Hi, my name is Agiba Nitaba and I'm a junior.
My full name is Kate Kotliar and I am currently an 11th grader.
Going into the college process, I feel like it's a lot more clouded because you don't know what colleges are looking for, especially with the pandemic, and maybe they're not going to count the grades that you've gotten over the pandemic as much or as with as great weight as the grades you had before.
Honestly, I'm a little hesitant about going into the college process because in the last 6 months, the whole college situation has been up in the air. So I'm very scared for my future due to the current circumstances.
I planned on doing extracurriculars from freshman year onwards. I've been fencing, so during the pandemic that was shut down, so I couldn't continue competing in tournaments. So that halted the progress of my resume.
So the pandemic, in regards of building up my resume for college, has kind of gotten in the way because me in particularly, I do a lot of I want to be an actress. So it's hard in school because we can't really do plays. I mean, we have managed to do plays and different things, but it's just not the same experience as it is in person.
For extracurriculars, I'm currently trying to say yes to any opportunities that I'm given. But due to the pandemic, a lot of opportunities have been put on hold or canceled. So it makes it a lot harder to build up my portfolio.
Letter of recommendation is a large part of the college application, which greatly affects your chance of getting into schools. And with COVID-19, it's a lot more difficult to build those relationships, which help make those letter of recommendations seem more personal.
I believe that schools should stay test optional even after the pandemic because I don't believe that a test demonstrates a child's full potential. And I personally think that there's more to me than test scores.
I really feel like the decision for schools to become test optional was definitely a good decision considering there are fewer opportunities for us to take the test.
Personally, I think test optional I don't think it's a very good thing to do because the standardized test helps establish students, like me particularly. I've been taking practice tests for a pretty long time now, and if schools stay test optional, all this time is just wasted. And I'm sure there's other people who have been preparing for these tests, and I think it shows your ability to work on a specific test. Like, let's say, for instance, the SAT, which is a very specific test. And if you know the test, you'll do well on it. So I think it shows work ethic, and the colleges need to take that into account.
COVID has affected my college process because it has stopped me from doing some things that would have gone on my resume. For example, this past summer, I was supposed to go to Harvard over the summer for about 4 weeks and study there. And I was honestly pretty excited. I had applied earlier in the year and I'd gotten in, and then obviously everything stopped. It went to online, and my dad didn't really want to pay for it online. He wanted me to have the actual college experience.
The pandemic has somewhat affected my college process. I think the largest part it's affected is me not being able to go on a trip to go and see colleges I want to go to in person.
Personally, I haven't been affected greatly, except for the fact that I'm less in touch with the teachers during the coronavirus. However, with the cancellation of the SAT and ACT, I won't be able to take my test. Hopefully the test centers reopen and I'll be able to take my test.
Due to current circumstances, I'm currently not allowed to basically tour any colleges because most of them are under lockdown. But hopefully soon I can go visit colleges and see the campuses of some schools I potentially want to attend.
I definitely feel like the pandemic created new opportunities for me because some things weren't available. For example, I participated in an online leadership conference that led to other involvements. So that has been a major way that the pandemic affected me. However, it hasn't drastically changed my college plans.
I hope that colleges, whenever accepting the class of 2022 and other classes affected by COVID, are more lenient and understanding of our difficult circumstances. And I hope that it won't be impossible to get into colleges.
Finally, I'll just say that I'm really looking forward to the process as a whole. I know it is like a big journey and it's probably pretty scary, and I'm probably hiding some of it, but I am looking forward to it.
Hi everyone, it's Miss Rowley, college counselor at Beverly Hills High School, and I'm here to give you a bit of advice for specifically the class of 2022. If you're a junior starting to think about the college admission process, can feel a bit daunting, especially with the pandemic and everything going on right now. So I'm going to give you a couple tips, things to be mindful of, and then just some quick advice as you begin to prepare for the college application process. So currently, a majority of schools are test optional. With the COVID restrictions, testing has been hard to access. And as a junior, keep in mind you have up until fall of your senior year to post an SAT or ACT test. But keep in mind also that colleges are test optional and they will continue that trend for your class year. So it's really important that you keep a traditional testing timeline and sign up for an SAT or ACT test in the spring, summer, or fall. But keep in mind that that test may not happen and also isn't a majority of your college application review in most circumstances. So that can feel a bit scary. What is going to matter are your grades and your classes. So now is the perfect time to focus on your classes, make sure you're earning strong grades. And when you choose your senior schedule, choose a senior schedule that shows rigor and strength and one that you can be successful in. Another quick tip and some great advice for you guys is now is the time to decide where you want to apply. Colleges are paying more attention to the right fit of the student that they're admitting, so make sure you do your research, think about size, location, the type of program and major, the student body, and really find a college that is the best fit for you. Keep in mind also while you're at home with home learning, your extracurriculars might be a little bit constrained and constricted. So get a little creative. Think of ways you can still showcase your strengths and talents at home or safely so that you still have a resume and an activities list on your college application. So with the pandemic, it might feel a little bit scary and crazy, but keep in mind, research colleges, focus on your grades, don't worry about the SAT, ACT exam, and you will be all set.